Hi, I'm Rabbit from Autowave. So in this video we're going to show you how to program a 2011 Kia Rio using the OBDSTAR G3 and the Xhorse Condor. We've got the AUT RK124 that we're going to use to program this vehicle. So first of all we're going to cut the key. Okay, so we've got the Kia Rio remote, which is the AUT RK0124. It uses a HY22, or also known as a Kia 7 blade. As you can see, you've got the customer's original. His is a little bit damaged. So I'm going to go to automotive. We're using the Xhorse Condor Mini Plus 2. I'm going to go to brand and model. I'll go to Kia. It's a Kia Rio. There we go. And as you can see there, it lists as a Kia 7 and it tells me M5 B clamp. So we've got the M5 clamp in here and it is on the B side. So I will select Kia 7 and it tells me exactly where to line it up, which is the first line. So I'm just going to put the original inside. Load that up and press decode key. So on the screen we've got decode key. Okay, so it says learn key success. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold up the original, and to me that looks like a fairly good learn. Probably a little notch here that is not looking 100% perfect, but we'll give it a go and cut it. So I'll load up my new key the same way that I loaded up the original. Okay, so looking at my two blades, they do look pretty good. So we'll go out and test them on the car in a moment. Okay, so we've cut the blade. I'm going to check it in the door lock. Works fine. Obviously, as you can see, it's not programmed, whereas the original one is programmed. You might be able to just hear that go. Right, so let's plug in and see the OBD port in this vehicle. So if I just plug it in here, there we go, we're plugged in, and we're going to use the OBDSTAR G3. Okay, so with this Kia Rio, the transponder is off the board, so you will need to program the immobilizer and the remote separately on this particular remote. I've obtained the pin code from a third-party source. We actually supply this at Autowave. The pin code is 243309. So I'm just going to set that there. And as I said earlier, we're using an AUT RK0124. So first of all, I'm going to put the key in the ignition, the original key, turn the ignition on, keep on my lap. Go into the DP Plus software, I'll hit IMO, and I'm going to go to Asia, Hyundai, Kia, Genesis. So I know there's a Kia Rio 2011. It's on the cusp 2011-2012 with this remote control. So let's first of all see if we can auto detect. So turn the ignition switch on and try and auto detect. So we can enter the VIN code manually or press OK to try and read the VIN. Obviously we've not put the VIN in, so I'm just going to go to manually select model. So go to Kia, Europe territory, Rio, and as you see there, you got 06 to 11 and 12 to 17. So I'll try the 06 to 11 menu first, and I'll press blade because it's a bladed key, and press program keys. After this function is executed, all keys be erased. So what that means is you have to code all the keys in. Press OK, and it's now going to communicate. So it didn't communicate. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back and I'm going to now go into 12 to 17, because obviously it is actually the facelift model, the later model. So I'm going to go to, even though it's registered in 11. So I will now press blade again. Now you've got type 1, type 2. I'm going to try type 1 first of all. Now, just to see if I've got communication, I'm going to press live data. And you see here, it's got the number of keys. So I've got communication with the vehicle. I'll hit program keys. Again, it's giving me the disclaimer that it's going to erase all the keys. Press OK. Insert key and switch ignition on. So I've still got my ignition on from when I did it earlier. Press OK. And it's going to ask me for a PIN code. And it says there 3 consecutive incorrect PIN codes will cause the ECU to enter. It says the IMO state. It locks the ECU. And what that means is sometimes you have to leave it for 10 minutes or an hour. But we've hopefully got the correct PIN code. So I'll put that in. 6-digit PIN code, all numbers. Press OK. Whether to program the first key. So we're going to press yes. Program success. So that's programmed the original key in. So I'm going to program the next one. Yes. And it's asked me to insert the key and turn the ignition on. Now, as we had saw earlier in the video, this one has got a problem with the blade. So I'm going to put my new key in and turn the ignition on and press OK. Program success. Whether to program the next one. So I press no. Current number of keys 2. Okay, so please remove the key and wait for 5 seconds. So we're waiting for 5 seconds now. And obviously it says programming complete. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to test the key to see if it starts the vehicle. Starts the vehicle fine. No immobilizer lights on the dashboard. And I'm also going to check the original key. Let's put my blade inside. That started the vehicle as well. So we now know that both of the keys are programmed immobilizer side. The original key, as you can hear, the central locking works. The new key, the central locking doesn't work. So we're now going to go ahead and program the central locking. So for this, if I go back out of here and go into remote, program remotes, it says switch ignition on, then turn the ignition off and remove the key. So ignition on, ignition off, take the key out, press OK. Right, press the remote lock button or unlock button for a second. As you heard, you got the chime. Program success. Do you want to program the next one? So in this instance, you need to program all of them back in. So I press OK, and I'm going to program the original one back in. And on the screen, it says program complete. So this vehicle, you can program 2 remote controls. So now I can test my remote central locking. Locks. And also on the original. So original, new. So there we go. Keys are programmed, the immobilizer and the central lock-in. Obviously this has actually got a damaged casing with the original, so that can be rectified, separately, but you've got now 2 keys for this vehicle. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, please drop them in the comments below.